The Bruins will put total leather and will get started. Here's the return from inside his 10. He's got great speed. Got a little room. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
Hey, people still fill in the stands, and he takes the... Back to the house to fire up the crowd, fire up his teammates. What a start for this young man.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Sometimes you hope a return will give you good field position. Sometimes it puts a touchdown on the board like that 93-yarder just did. They're lining up for the kickoff, and let's see if this return team can answer with a score of its own. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Bruins offense will start this game off. One way to mitigate the explosive capabilities he has on the outside is be physical with him, and this dude will do that.
He will do that, and you don't see a lot of offenses take the top off this D because of this guy roaming around in the middle of the field. He is a true center fielder, so this receiver's going to have to make plays.
This just is such a great job of getting guys on the ground. A lot of people are in position, but he makes plays, so him versus a dynamic wide receiver on the outside would be a great matchup.
Shakes off the defender. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. And the Bruins want to move quickly. Davis looking to pass. He's right on target. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. On second down, just keeps firing. Gets rid of it. Working that left side now. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
On the run, it's Vincent. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. They'll come to the line for the 8th snap on this opening drive, facing a 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Firing to the right, complete. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. The Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. Power football with the run. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. After the run, 2nd and medium. SEC versus the Big Ten. They compete at everything. They try to outspend each other, and they certainly want to beat each other on the field.
So many national championships, so many Heisman Trophy winners shared between these two conferences.
Come on, Mikey.
Everybody gets excited when the Big Ten takes
Got
on
water.
the SEC.
And these games matter so much. The fans get so amped up, so juiced up, to the point where we hear in the stands what? SEC. SEC. They wouldn't.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Defensive linemen live to get after the quarterback, to get sacks, to get by those big hog mollies up front on the offensive line and say, you taste dirt.
And the Bruins will call on their punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. The Green Wave offense heads onto the field for their first possession of the game. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this. That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical. The defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Tulane right back to the line. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking for a man. It's Darasol. Gonna take a shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And the offensive coordinator here is really trying to stay aggressive and take a shot. Obviously, the offense couldn't click on that one. But later in the game, if I'm this offense, I'm continuing to stay aggressive. Keep the foot down on the gas pedal.
So on their first drive of the game, they're going to roll the dice a little bit and go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position. Couldn't order better field position for this offense. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32. 6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4. They'll try the run. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31. They need a conversion on 3rd and 3 to make the most of that great starting field position. Guys, the quarter comes to a close, and Tulane has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. We've got this 3rd down play to open the quarter. Off the play fake. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. You missed the 52-yard field goal, come up empty on the drive, and now momentum sort of swings to the offense as they'll snap it from the 35. He's loose. He's at the 30. Bulldozes his way through. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tulane. And the extra point will tack another. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Let's see what he can do with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively, I got to put some good possessions together here and make something happen on this side of the football.
Davis will throw. They're bringing heat.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of...
The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. He'll start this drive firing. Finds the tight end. And he's down right there. Picked up a few, but still some work to do to get a first down.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. They can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Tulane right back to the line.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting first downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
Tulane with an opportunity on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Knocked down after a gain of 1. They'll mark it at the 6. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up 1 or 2. And they've moved closer, and still they need 2 yards. 3rd and goal. Trying to pound it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Green Wave. No midseason concentration.